Hello, Greaseballs, and welcome to The Grease.
I want to know, what is the grease? That sounds better, huh? What's the grease, girl?
Where we overanalyze this week's episode of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 9. I am Princess Capella, joined today and every other day in the future by Joshita.
Oh my god, hi.
Long time no see.
I know, right? It's like, it's been really a long time and I just like have missed this connection we have.
Oh, I've missed you. We've buried the hatchet.
Should we scissor?
Absolutely. If you like our videos, please subscribe.
Please, I beg you, please do it. By the hairs on my chinny chin.
Of which there are many.
Many. You can all hang off of one.
Last week, Georges and Angeria were in the top, and Roxy was hit with the ruby snippers. So this week, she cannot get a beautiful benefactress badge.
Can we just record that little snippet and play it for a straight person, please?
Especially if it's coming from like a purple alien in a frog hat.
Yes, they're gonna be like, what the fuck are these queers up to?
Somebody needs to stop these homosexuals, brother.
The further we get into these All-Stars and international seasons, the more like a recap is just like, wait, who was in the top together? Like, fucking what? My favorite thing in this episode is when Angeria is hiding behind the couch and her head is just like sticking up when Roxy comes back after getting snipped.
It's still the nicety, the goofiness, and everything from the non-elimination season. It's still hitting. It's still very much enjoyable. We'll see. I think like episode 4, I'm going to be getting tired of it.
I think we could see some drama in a moment where somebody gets blocked again for the second time and they're like, fuck this. I feel like that could kind of be the bubbling over moment.
No mini challenge this week. We are right into the maxi challenge. Shout out to Bruno in his little panties and his paint easel palette. I don't even know. I was too busy looking at Bruno.
Yeah.
It is the paintball.
I'm starting to think, okay, who are going to be our heavy hitters here? I mean, obviously Roxy's going to do well. She's always been a sewer. We've got Gottmik, who won the ball on their season. Angeria's not bad behind a fucking sewing machine. So there's a lot of excitement. I'm like, okay, this could be really where we see some good shit.
And Georges also won her design challenge. Don't forget, it's on Wikipedia.
I'm sorry. I need to let Georges have that moment.
So we have 3 looks for the ball. Monochromatica. So one color for the straight people who don't know what that means. Drag imitates art, based off of a classic art, and paintball eleganza. So the queens have to paint and create a garment, which is so exciting. This is the first challenge we've had like this, where not only do they have to make a garment, but they also have to paint it. They're literally just given blank fabric.
Yeah, it's kind of like a second challenge, like almost like the fragrance part in the last episode, because it's like, okay, make the garment, put it together, make sure it fits you and looks good. Now you have to make it, like, design it and paint it and like give it a pop. So I thought it was super clever for an idea. Immediately off the bat, Roxy evolves into mother.
The motherfication of Roxy Andrews.
She went from doll to mother like that. And she's immediately helping everybody. She's immediately offering advice, offering a hand. All the girls are like, Miss Roxy, come help me, please. And she's just doing it. And I live for that. I absolutely live for it. So exciting to watch.
Plot twist of this episode was Chanel is some sort of Christmas queen.
That house? Are you kidding me?
That was insane.
I live for the banter between Roxy and Angeria with the whole, like, having snipped Roxy. When they're, like, walking away from the couches and everything, like, getting ready to start. And Angeria's like, Roxy, don't forget your scissors.
And also, Angie is wearing a non-binary flag colored tie-dye.
Oh.
And I have my own that I made. And I love just seeing that little bit of representation.
When I'm feeling it, I say Mary.
That was so real, though. That is the realest thing that Georges has ever said, Mary.
When I'm really feeling it, I say Mary.
She says it so much. After I rewatched it, I heard her say that the first time, and I rewatched it, I was like, bitch says Mary every other word.
So Georges is making this, like, pattern. And right before the runway, she says, the white bra will go perfectly with it. And she's saying it with this shit-eating look on her face. Like, she can't even say it seriously because she knows it's bullshit.
Yeah.
And it was so fucking funny.
Frightening to see the episode, see the look, and then hear her say that. I'm like, okay, sis.
I am so happy that this is a non-elimination season. If for the only reason that it means Vanessa Vanjie is not going home and she can continue to wreak havoc on the contestants around her. Her and Mick are just like the dynamic duo of chaos in this little, backstage area where they're spray painting all of this shit.
That clip of them behind, like, in the building behind the window, like, what were they eating, like, fruit roll-ups or something? It was so funny. Starting off the monochromatica category, we have Miss Angie Van Michaels. And she is so it's like, in my opinion, it's a little bit spacey. I like the look and absolutely hate the color. I don't know, it just looks, I don't know, I just feel like pick a different color. Maybe something like almost metallic-y. I don't know. I do like the wig. I do like the look. I've got this look in But Is It Fashion?
But is it fashion?
I actually don't mind this color. I think just because I personally really like this color and nobody looks good in this color.
Yeah.
Her skin tone doesn't look as like washed out in this color as a lot of people. What I really wish is that she would wear tits. This jumpsuit would look better with a huge pair of milkers.
Yeah, I get you for 100%.
I have it in But Is It Fashion?
But is it fashion?
Next up for Monochromatica, we have Gottmik in this hooded purple outfit. It's very Matrix. It's like so cool. And I love that it's also different colors of purple. It's not all just one color of purple. This is amazing. I have it in All Right Mama.
All right.
I absolutely fucking love this look. Apparently it's Versace. Like, holy shit. Agreed that one of the things that I really liked about it is that it was like varying shades of the purple, but it all was really meshed well. Like the face was so severe. Gottmik's fucking jawline could cut diamonds. The hood, I love this kind of drag. I love when the queens can bring that real, like, actual world fashion into it and still bring it across in a drag way. I got this in Slayana.
Slayana all day.
Georges, in her monochromatica kind of kush green, I believe was the color she said it was.
Yes.
This is all right to me. I like this color a little bit better than the Angeria look. It's still not like amazing or great. I'm not super mad at it. I'm not in love. I've got it in But Is It Fashion?
But is it fashion?
There's something about it that I don't like. It has the campy factor that is really cute, but I think because Georges is so small and this is so much of a look, like from head to toe, I wish that she would have maybe padded up her legs or something a little bit more, because she literally looks like a toddler in a onesie to me. I'm just not crazy about it. I've got it in Cut Your Wigs Up.
Cut your fucking wigs up.
Nina West with Two in the Pink. Now, I remember people living for this look because they showed this look in a promo video because everybody thought it was Roxy. And then as soon as they found out it was Nina, they were like, I fucking hate this look. And what I like about it is I like the color. Whatever. I love the tiered, train moment. The bodysuit itself is like a little bit boring, but like she's really bodied it. She put on huge boobies. She's very nipped in. And I like the hat. But the storyline I get with the coming out, okay, great. The one tiny little slip of fabric, it should have been bigger. Okay? It should have just been a little bit better of the storyline. It would have pushed it up over the top. So I've got it in, but is it fashion?
But is it fashion?
I didn't really buy into the coming out bit. I was like, it's a piece of fabric.
Yes.
I do agree with you that I think the body was there. I think the boobies were great. She was nipped in. I love the shape of the bottom of the dress. The hat's okay even, but like,
yeah.
If you're gonna make a big deal out of this fucking strip of fabric that you're pulling up and down, and it's revealing your face and you're coming out, like, you better be fucking painted to the fucking high heavens, bitch. Like, something better be looking different. You better have some, like, something going on that's like, ooh, I love that. I can't believe it. She's back there. For those reasons, I have it in cut your wigs up.
Cut your fucking wigs up.
Plastique tiara. And she, for her monochromatica, is in, like, a all red, sort of, like, strappy dress number. I really like this. It's, like, Asian-inspired. The hat on there looks really good. So when I was watching this, I was, obviously watching her walk down the runway, and I was like, if I had this garment in front of me, I don't think I would know how to put it on. There are so many pieces and straps, and it's just like, where do you fucking put your arms? I love it. I think it's beautiful. Asian excellence. Plastic has killed me. All right, mama.
All right.
This is absolutely gorgeous. She's representing the Vietnamese flag with the color and the blonde. The hair is like super cool. It's like a bunch of balls, which I love. And her face is just so stunning. Slayana.
Slayana all day.
The doll, Roxy Andrews in Ravenous Red. There was something a little bit about this garment that I wasn't crazy about. Again, I just kind of wish she was corseted or padded the hips a little bit more. But I did really like the wire going through it. I thought that was a really cool touch. I don't like the gemstone eyebrows. I thought it kind of detracted from the overall look. So I've got it in, but is it fashion?
But is it fashion?
I don't know what the fuck Miss Roxy Andrews was thinking with this look. I don't know what it's supposed to be. I don't like the wire. I think it looks like something fell off and there's exposed wire now. Yes, she did look through a loop in her shoulder and wink at us, but like, you know, everyone else walked. So whatever. I hated this so much.
Wow.
I don't know what's going on with this Miss Roxy right now, but I've got this in Drag Delusion.
Drag Delusion, girl.
Chanel, who actually really surprised me with this look. Would you say this is fuchsia?
I think fuchsia, yeah.
Yeah, this is actually in my opinion, one of the better looks. Like, I really, really like this look. I thought it was very polished. I loved the hair. It was really draggy. Everything fit really well, in my opinion. I've got this in All Right Mama.
All right.
This fuchsia pink is so, I mean, like a classic kind of drag queen color.
Yeah.
And the touches with the shoulders and the hip, kind of cage really elevated it, but it still is, again, like that monochromatic, but some different shades. Really pushed it over the top, and the styling of it worked really well. I also have this in All Right Mama.
All right.
Mama. Vanessa Vanjie in Michelle Green. I loved that she did this whole nod to Michelle. This hair looks great on her, and her mug is beautiful. Her body is beautiful too. I do kind of wish it wasn't just like a short little skimpy dress, but it was executed perfectly, and it was kind of funny, which I enjoyed. So I have it in All Right Mama.
All right.
Mama. I do like this one. I'm like, okay, finally, fucking let's get something cooking, Vanjie. A lot like, so when you said about Angie's monochromatica look that she needed titties, that's what I think about this one. This one would have been an All Right Mama for me if she had big, beautiful titties on, but... And I agree with you that it's like a little bit simple.
Yeah.
However, the hair looks amazing. Her skin looks great. Her face looks great. She kind of looks a little bit like Michelle, or like Michelle's little cousin or something.
Yeah.
I've got it in, but is it fashion?
But is it fashion?
The next round is Drag Imitates Art. So we have drag inspired by classical works of art.
Yeah.
Starting off with Angeria Paris Van Michaels in this Mondrian inspired look, which is, I think, just okay. It's really simple for what the assignment was.
Mhm.
It's literally, I mean, this artwork is like just a bunch of squares.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is a cute interpretation of it, but I think honestly you should have just picked something different for your inspiration, because it's a little bit, I mean, it's cute, but it's basic. I haven't cut your wigs up.
Cut your fucking wigs up.
I think her first look was better than this one, in my opinion, even though I didn't like the color. Yeah, like you said, it's very, very simple. I feel like the hair was a little small for this look. And it's just like a little short dress. I'm like, come on, All Stars Ball, like let's bring it a little bit more. I also have it in Cut Your Wigs Up this week.
Cut your fucking wigs up.
Gottmik, who was inspired by the Scream, which probably would have been my choice because I love screaming. But holy fuck me with a twirling lawnmower. How good was this look?
Oh my god.
The face cutout was perfect. You could tell it was really heavy. Some of them are just literally like the painting on a piece of clothing, but like this is like embellished. It's heightened. It looks so good. The train is long and like it just like so, it's like heavy, so it's like just, oh, it just looks so good. I have this in Slayana.
Slayana all day.
This is one of the fucking coolest things I have ever seen.
Ugh.
It is such an amazing, like, it's somehow a very literal interpretation of Monk's style of painting, but also like reimagined into fashion. And this was just an example of like, she like quite literally did understand the assignment. My cat's going fucking insane. Where she picked something that could be interpreted in a way that's like really recognizable. Like even this color palette, I feel like you could kind of clock what it is, and everything's perfect. Absolute massive Slayana.
Slayana all day.
Good, I'm glad that you feel the same.
Not always though, you're rotted. Next to the stage is Georges with her Picasso-inspired look. I think if this was just like a dress like I was going to pick up, this would be really, really cute. Like, I like this outfit. I love the like colored tights with it. The way that she presented it on the runway was like horrid, where she's like going like this, like trying to keep it closed. And again, I think that this Picasso is like just not the tea, because how are you going to interpret it? It's, you know, color blocking is kind of boring in this category because there's so many other things that you could do. You could color block for any other runway, but you're choosing to do it and you're just like making it so boring. No, goodbye. Cut your wigs up.
Cut your fucking wigs up.
Oh my god. I liked this look. I thought she looked really cute. I mean, I think I liked it, but I mean, I liked it better than Angeria's look for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was really cute for Georges, and
it's cute, yeah.
Like
I would wear this.
Yeah, like the pieces all came together in my opinion. You're right. The runway presentation was weird, but like I particularly really liked the wig, and like I've got her in All Right Mama this week.
All right.
Okay, well, you're wrong.
Up next, we have Nina West. First of all, I love Tom of Finland. Eventually, I'm going to get a tattoo of something Tom of Finland. But, like, this is rotted! I hate this.
Yes.
Absolutely terrible. It doesn't fit. It looks like really cheap fake leather. I have this in Rigor Mortis this week.
Rigor Mortis, girl. Who's Morris?
Make the screen red and shake it all over. Fuck this bitch. No!
It's so weird, right? When people say on this show that they can't do sexy, I'm like, everybody can do sexy. Sexy is so easy. Like, anybody with half a brain cell can be sexy. Nina West cannot be sexy. This was like, and I was floored by just watching her try and like bite her lip on the. I was like, ugh, like I didn't. I was a full body cringe moment. It was so bad, and I feel bad because I do like Nina, and Tom of Finland is the tea, amazing. It's just no rigor mortis.
Okay.
Rigor Morris, girl. Who's Morris?
Good,
Ugh.
glad. Oh my god. Cleanse me.
Get on the stage, bitch. Next up, we have Plastique Tiara with the, I think it's Kusama. This is so beautiful. The interpretation, like, I love that it kind of looks like a snake.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The way it's, like, wrapped around her, and the orange hair with it looks so just classy. And the gloves, everything is just styled so well. I have this in Slayana.
Slayana all day.
Dude, this was so killer. Like, it does look like a snake wrapping around her. And what I love the most about it is that it's like, because they show on the episode, they show you the reference of what she was doing with this. And I feel like she did the absolute best job of not printing it onto herself and not giving us exactly what that is. She changed it enough. She used the art style that the artist used in her look. She's giving us I've never seen her in a wig that color personally.
Yeah.
This was really, really good. I got her in All Right Mama, but I feel like I don't know why. Like, it should probably be in Slayana. I'm gonna go with my gut and put it in All Right Mama.
All right.
Roxy Andrews, and she is giving us, I forgot where is she? I lost her. Oh, she's giving us Dali.
Yes.
With like the famous kind of like melting clock, not a Sulcan clock, painting. She's got I almost said mushroom. She's got the mustache on. I like this one, obviously a lot better than her first look. I think it's really cute. I think it looks like there was like some good work put into it. It could be, I don't know, it is a little bit literal, but it's less so than others. I've got it in, but is it fashion?
But is it fashion?
Okay, I really dislike parts of this.
Okay.
The clocks are really cool. Like, the clock bodice is really cool, really well done. The mustache and stuff are fine. But the actual fabric is bad. It looks really cheap. It looks just like a printed copy of the painting. And I'm sorry, but I have this in Drag Delusion.
Drag delusion, girl.
Ooh, okay. Jeez.
If she had kept the elements of the clocks and then found a better way to interpret the rest of the painting, this could have been really cool, but it just did not hit for me. And on to Chanel, who is wearing the Great Wave. This one was a little bit literal, but I still really liked it. And I like that she even has the little boat like on the side. It's cool how it's like kind of 3D as well, and the wig just went with it all really well. I have this in All Right Mama.
All right.
I did like it too. I loved the wig and her mug. Her mug this season, her mug's been so great. And I mean, even Rue said the wig was really cool. I thought it was really nice. On the rewatch, I noticed, because when I first watched it, the boat I saw it on a weird angle, I think, and it looked like it was kind of just flopping there. And then I realized what it was on the rewatch, and I was like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. It's like 3D. Pretty cool. I've got her in, but is it fashion this week?
But is it fashion?
Lastly, we have Miss Vanessa Van G. She's giving us Van Gogh, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Not really in love with this. It's a little simple. One of the judges, I can't remember who it was, but one of the judges said that it probably would have helped it if she had another shade of blue, which I totally agree with.
Yes.
Like a lighter shade of blue to go with it. She did have her like little ear like bejeweled, like it was cut off, so I thought that was cute. But I do have this in Cut Your Wigs Up.
Cut your fucking wigs up.
I did love the ear.
Yeah.
That was very cute. And it's one of those like drag queeny things that like, yes, a drag queen would think to have a red, bloody, stoned ear. But I was really disappointed by this look because It's fucking Van Gogh, okay?
Yeah.
It's called Starry Night, and there's not a single stone on that dress.
No.
It's crazy. And I really like where she was going with the kind of poof dress, but it seems like it wasn't finished or something. It seems like, yeah, there should have been another shade of blue and like many, many other shades. Like, it would be so easy to do something almost like what Gottmik did with the fabric to represent Van Gogh's style.
Yeah.
With even that crinkly, poofy fabric, if it was just a ton of different shades. And that could have looked really cool. So I have this in Drag Delusion.
Drag Delusion, girl.
You're right. It needed something to catch the light.
It's called Starry Night. It's stars.
Something.
Like, it should be bejeweled. That was the definitive tier list of the first 2 lurks.
That was a big fat tier list. She was thick.
We will start with a grease and gross of the judges.
First up, we have Michelle Visage, who I feel is like kind of extending a little bit the housewife look that we had last week. But I feel like this housewife is a little bit of a newer housewife. She's a little bit of a younger housewife. I'm liking this look a little bit more. I like that the shoes are the same color. I feel like they were a little off in the last one. The hair's a little bit longer. I'm going to give this a grease.
Yeah, this is cute. She definitely does look a little bit fresher than last week's dress choice, we'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this a lot. I love the hair, kind of almost Victory Roll-esque hair, and just a cute pattern on the dress. It's a grease. Next up, we have RuPaul, who I almost feel like is giving the monk fabric-y. Like, this could be the fabric under Gottmik's stones, right?
Yes.
Like, it looks so much like that same color palette. This dress is gorgeous. Oh my god, grease.
Dude, the colors are like Caribbean ice cream, waffle cone, dripping, sugary. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I know I want to eat it up. I'm giving this a big fat grease. Up next, we have our guest judge, Stephanie Shu, who is giving us a flared sleeve pant moment on the runway. I do like this. I do kind of wish that the hair gave a little bit more, like I'm on a drag show. But I'm not mad at this at all. I think she looks really cute. I like that you can see a little bit of the midriff with like the high-waisted pants and the bell bottom. I'm going to give it a grease.
The top is really cute, and she also has like kind of graphic eyeliner. You can't really see in this photograph.
Oh, yeah.
But she had like, her makeup was styled really cool to go with the bold print on the shirt. Yeah, a grease from me. Moving right along to Ross Matthews. Oh, look, a sequined bomber jacket. Nooch.
Oh, look. Same look as last episode. Nooch. I really do wish that he would like take some risks fashion-wise.
Yeah, that would be nice.
First up, we have Angie Van Michaels. And she's doing this kind of like lime green yellow kind of gradient sort of ombre moment. I'm not super mad at this. I like these colors better than like the previous look she had. The thing around her waist that like has the skirt on it, it just bothers me that there's a space in the front. I just don't like it that part that much. But I do like the single sleeve. I think that the paint actually looks really good and it looks like even. I'm still gonna grease this.
My only thing is I wish that the colors weren't so similar to her first look.
Yeah.
But it's really well done, especially because she had to scrap her like original dress she was making and make this one last minute. It looks great. The hair is great. Her makeup, her face looks awesome. That's really the only detractor for me, is that it was so similar to her first look, but it still agrees. Got Mick, who has this punk rock fantasy fully realized on this garment, this evil Twi'lek hair. I live for this entire look. She gives me so much of Glenn Close as Cruella de Vil.
Oh, yes.
Especially when Gottmik like doesn't do the full white face. For some, it looks even more like Glenn Close. I love it. This is such a grease. Such a grease.
Yeah. I really like this too. I think that the like the whole punk vibe, like Gottmik is always very. Gottmik has references. Gottmik has things that immediately come to his mind when he's thinking about like artistry, as he would put it. Yes. Artistry. I love the themes and I love like the dark that Gottmik brings to this. I kind of wish that those that like the lace that's tied up there was a little bit more like ratty, ripped, or maybe maybe if they were just ripped in a way that didn't look so like trashy kind of. And then the other thing about it is I feel like there's a disconnect, and Michelle says this all the time and I hate it, but I feel like there's a disconnect in the polish between the neck up and the neck down. I don't think that Gottmik did a bad job on the garment, but I think there's a difference between the two. I still think this is great. I still think it's one of the better looks that was made. I'm greasing it for sure. Georges! Like you were saying earlier, from the get-go when Georges was like, the white bra will look great with this, and then they showed it, I was like, not that fucking white bra. Like, you need, like, what, like, doesn't Georges have one of those brassieres from Selena that's just like a white pearl fucking bra that's smaller than that and not so chunky and fucking... I don't know. I was just like, everything else on this look, honestly, I liked. I think that the pattern ended up coming out better than I thought it would. I like is that a bolero is what they call that?
Yes.
I like that. I think it looks great. It's giving kind of that like Latina Selena sort of thing, but just a different color palette. And like the fucking bra ruins it. It. I like, the worst I can give this is a nooch. I'm not going to gross this because I think there was a lot of work put into it, but like, I can't look past that.
I totally agree that, yeah, the bra completely ruins it, and she knows it too. It is kind of crazy how well the like pattern turned out with the stencil. I mean, it really almost does look like an intentionally patterned fabric, which is pretty impressive. But yeah, I mean, it's just ruined. I wish she would have just worn just a pasty or something. Yeah. Like, that would have been better. Yeah, it's a nooch. Oh, God. Next up, we have Nina West. I cannot. And she even was, like, in the confessionals saying that it's a non-elimination season, so, you know, she can basically go out wearing whatever the fuck she wants. And this is, it looks like Scrubs. That's it was like a kindergarten project for like Nurse Appreciation Week, and they like finger painted some Scrubs. Gross.
I don't know. I don't like it when queens, and it's not always, and yes, there are exceptions to everything, but like I generally don't like it when queens just put a corset over a dress. Because like, I feel like the corset should be going under the dress, first of all, and then it's supposed to shape you and like whatever. I get that she was using it to like, I don't know, construct some more shape and give some more color instead of just painting all over their midriff, but like, it just doesn't look, it looks like a kid's project. Yeah. And, you know, she had the wig, obviously, that was trying to pull it all together, and I do get that thematically, but it's still aesthetically not good. I'm gonna gross this. Let's go to the other side of the spectrum here.
Right.
Up next we have Plastic Tiara, and bitch, I knew this was gonna be amazing because they didn't fucking show a single shred of this look in any of the backstage stuff. This never appeared. This is so much better than I thought Plastique would be able to pull out. Like, yeah, it's kind of like it. Some people could say that the dress itself is a little bit simple, but bitch, no. Like, it looks so fucking good, and she had it perfectly kind of like bedazzled and shaded to fucking contour her own body, and the painting on the back of it is so beautiful. You could tell that she felt she was just like fucking eating it up in this look. She served it. Her wig was amazing. Oh my god, Slayana, kill me, put me in the ground.
This is one of those looks that I think we're definitely going to see ripped off by major designers. Like, we're going to see this on the red carpet within the next 2 years.
Oh my god.
Somebody is going to do this. And you do see that. Yeah, this was like, I loved kind of that they barely showed this. Like, they showed the coat like all scrunched up, and I was like, oh, okay, what the fuck? But when this came out, it was exactly Michelle's reaction. Like, my jaw was on the floor, like, holy shit. And it's so simple, like, so deceptively simple, but it's just perfectly done. She had her vision, and she executed it perfectly. Massive slay on a grease.
She's hurting me physically with this.
Roxy Andrews giving us some ombre in a 3-piece suit, which is kind of insane.
Yeah.
That she made a 3-piece suit. Yeah, it's fine. I was a little underwhelmed by like the styling of it. I think because like the jacket's kind of heavy because like it's all kind of a canvasy material. So it felt a little bit heavy. I don't know, maybe with like a different hair color or with just like flashier accessories, I would live for it more. It's still a grease, but like kind of just a tiny like pop of grease.
Like you said, it's impressive that she did like a 3-piece suit, but it's all the same fabric. I wish that the coat maybe would have been something different fabric wise, because it all just looks like a bunch of fabric on top of her. And yeah, she does take it off, which was great. But oh fuck, I love the pants. I think the pants look great where she's like all cinched up. I'm like, how the fuck did you make that? And I think that the kind of like the ombre does look good too. But like they mentioned, the coat isn't lined, so like when she opened it up, you could see all of like the kind of like the seams and everything. I didn't like the gemstone eyebrows at all.
Yeah.
I don't know. At one point when it was after the fact and she was sitting and watching the lip sync, but one of them fell off and I was just like, oh, it looks so bad. But I digress. I guess I'm still going to grease this. Chanel, so I really like the color palette. I really enjoy the color palette on this. I think that theme got pulled through the entire look really, really well. I do like that she brought it into her makeup. It is a little heavy up here on the shoulders. There's like a lot going on. I wish maybe like the back part wasn't there, and then maybe there was just the shoulders and then some stuff draping down to bring the attention down a little bit more. I don't think I like the little train in the back. It's a little too like thin and like meek. If you're gonna do a train, do one. And then there is an aspect to this that does look like a bunch of shit on a corset, but I still like it. I like the color palette. I like her mug. I'm greasing it.
I'm obsessed with the color palette of this specifically. It is so gorgeous.
Yeah.
And you can definitely tell that she has some sort of artistic eye for putting all of that together. It's really cool that she made those like pauldrons and those kind of armor pieces. But the way that it's shaped as well, where you have so much heavy below the waistline with the kind of piece that's coming out of her hip, and she's not wearing like a really big bust, it gives it kind of a weird shape.
Yeah.
I will still grease it, but it is kind of like, I don't think the overall shape or style of it is that great, but the color palette is gorgeous.
Yeah. She looks like a sunset.
Finally, we have Miss Vanessa Vanjie giving Miss Puerto Rico. And her mug is so pretty in this look. It's a shame she couldn't walk in it that much. But I still thought it was great. I even like that it kind of keeps a graffiti vibe. I think it worked well with the garment that she made. We have kind of seen this garment and idea before, but I'm still going to give it like a baby grease.
My notes on this are like hair and face. Holy shit. I'm not sure I've seen her look so beautiful. Like, her wigs this season, I probably already said it, but oh my god, they're all amazing. I like can't get over her fucking hair. I just feel like she didn't change this garment enough. Maybe she could have like, I don't know what she could have done, to be honest, because I'm not artistic. But I don't know. It's a little plain. Hair and makeup alone, I'm still greasing it.
And this is where I feel like the judging is being very lax and nice this season.
Yeah.
Roxy was not red for...
The red?
Well, see, you dislike the red look. I think the melting clock, they should have read that fabric.
Ugh.
Like, it was so cheap looking. They're being really nice. It really is RuPaul's best friends race this season.
Yeah, and I feel like we're not going to get a lot of negative critique.
And maybe that was part of it, that they were like, we'll come back, but, you know, it needs to be like a season of love.
We'll come back, but you got to be really nice.
So out of all the queens in their ball looks, Plastique and Gottmik are in the top.
Do you think it's fair?
Very fair. Very fair.
Me too. That was definitely who I was like rooting for to be in the top. And I was like, okay, at least they're not Delulu about this one.
The lip sync song is Jump in Line by Harry Belafonte, which is like a song you hear at the roller skating rink.
Yeah. Very strange choice. And at the same time...
And very strange queens to be...
right. Another one of those what universe are we in lip syncs. I am immediately like sucked in to Plastique. She is so mesmerizing and so long and thin, and the hair, and she's like, her movements are just so like graceful and slow, and then she bang, all of a sudden she's doing a fucking death drop and she's on the floor and the hair's everywhere, and I'm like so like enthralled by her, and I am like, I don't know what happened.
See, I think that Ru with this song was looking for something stupid, and Plastique was giving the doll sex fantasy. I mean, it was amazing to watch, and I am not sure if I agree with the results of the lip sync.
Yeah.
But Gottmik was giving some comedy and some camp, which I think the song called for. Mick looked insane, like fully. She was really giving the like, spooky ooky realness, which was really funny and off-putting.
Is this not the song
the
that they
time.
play at the end or during the movie Beetlejuice?
Is it?
With Winona Ryder floating in the air and she's dancing, and then this is the song? If so, they coded this for Gottmik because she looks like her.
Right.
She looks like her.
I mean, honestly, yeah. Like, what other song could Gottmik beat Plastique Tiara in?
Literally. What, like... Gottmik wins the lip sync, and I'm not sure if I agree with it, but then decides to use the beautiful ruby snippers to snip Angeria for next week from winning her beautiful benefactress badge.
No beautiful benefactress badge next week, Angeria.
Not for you, Angie.
Well, it's not all sadness, I guess. We have to award our best hair, best mug, and best dress of the week. Joshita, who do you have for best hair?
Best hair this week, I have Plastique Tiara for her hair in her lip sync. I absolutely want her to just drape it all over me and sweep me away.
My best hair is going to Gottmik's Paintball Evil Twi'lek Realness.
So who do you have this week for best mug?
Now, I am the type of person who is rarely wrong, but when I am wrong, I will admit it, I guess, because it is so infrequent. For our pregame episode, I said that I really missed Vanessa Vanjie's old mug. But this episode, I have her for best mug for her paintball look. She is a woman. She's so soft. Like, she has converted me with this look. I'm into the new Vanjie mug.
Into the new Vanjie mug. I love that. I do agree. And Vanjie was actually my alternate for best mug this week because I fully greased her look just for the hair and mug. Literally, that's it. But I'm giving it to Plastique for her mug and her the homemade final look runway with the gray hair. I can't not. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I fully expected you to have Plastique for everything this week. For best dressed, I have chosen Gottmik for the Scream look. That is, just one of the best looks I have ever seen in my life.
It was definitely one of the absolute best I've seen on the runway. Probably top 10, if not top 5. But you're absolutely right. I've got Plastique for best dressed.
I knew it.
I literally have never, ever given all 3 to one queen in one episode.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, there's no other queen that I, like, holy shit. She's mesmerized me. And I'm going to give flowers where flowers are deserved, and this week Plastique deserved every flower.
Coming up next week, we have the Snatch Game, and bitch, they did not show a single second of that Snatch Game.
They sure didn't. We didn't even get to see the Snatchlers. I'm excited. I hope, because we have, Gottmik won Snatch Game. Who else did really well? Did anybody else do well? Nina did really well in Snatch Game.
Yeah.
So we can expect something good from her as well, probably. And then the rest, in my opinion, are all fucking wild cards. Like, it could be insanely bad, or, like, everybody could be good like the reading challenge.
Roxy's done well on Snatch Games.
Once.
I'm very excited. I kind of think they didn't show it because it's going to be a train wreck, which I live for.
I hope it's a train wreck.
All right, Joshita, do you have anything else to add? Speak now or forever hold your grease.
Like and subscribe. Leave us some fun comments.
We'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.